This is like a bad dream. For what reason?
That makes no sense at
I
all.
don't understand. I spoke to him only recently.
Monsieur Perrault has lost his mind. It's obvious.
Yet another way for the French to make a spectacle of themselves. Well, once again it has worked.
My friends, let us settle down, please. We are all in shock, of course. Let us praise Louis's gesture anyway. You did what you could. Yes, it was very noble of
It wasn't your fault.
There was nothing else you could have done.
I think everyone needs a little rest. Can you stay a moment?
Of course.
Ouf. Alors nous en sommes en chapitre 9, donc qui est face à face. Alors qu'est-ce que je prends en plus? Érudition, logique, point de compétence en sciences, subterfuge. Science je suis pas très bon, on va prendre ça. Oh je peux en prendre 3. Tac, évasion et érudition, ok. Ok, c'est bon pour moi. C'est quoi cette musique un peu étrange? Non, moi je reste pas près de toi. Donc je rappelle que Pérou vient de mourir. Bah écoutez... Bien fait pour lui. Ce que mérite un peu tout révolutionnaire, je pense. Je sais pas si on pouvait réellement le sauver. Je suis sûr qu'en fait il est obligé de mourir, mais on aurait eu des petits bonus en plus. Allez. Parlons à Lord Mortimer.
Louis, I wanted to talk to you a moment about what has happened. All this is tragic, but I wanted to thank you for doing what you could.
I wasn't able to save him.
You couldn't, Louis. You mustn't blame yourself. It is not your fault.
Est-ce votre faute à vous, Mortimer? Ah. Je veux dire, et je savais que ça arriverait.
I could have anticipated this. I spoke to him the day before and I should have seen he was in a bad way.
But I'm guessing he refused your help.
Yes.
You see, you can't save someone who doesn't want to be saved.
We talked. I should
Il a
have
un beau
taken it
costume,
a little more
Mortimer,
seriously.
What about?
Il me disait rien de très précis.
He remained evasive, but I think his work had become too much of a burden for him.
Well, I certainly overestimated his strength.
What do you mean by that?
Over time, his duties as a judge must have hugely weakened him, as he said so himself.
Indeed.
What a waste.
What are your plans now?
What do you mean?
For the conference? After the disappearances of both Elizabeth Adams and my mother, and now the death of Mr. Perlu, I should imagine that your guests are all packing their bags.
This might come as a bit of a
Rien
shock
à
to you,
foutre.
perhaps because it was so difficult to bring all these figures together. But I am convinced that none of them is preparing to leave.
Mais comment cela? Moi je veux pas dire que c'est immoral, j'en ai rien à
Are
foutre.
you serious?
They are all very experienced politicians,
Bah oui.
and though they are, of course, affected by the situation, they know full well that such an opportunity will not come again for a long, long time, if ever. They each represent their nation, and know full well that what is at stake here is far greater than the death of poor Monsieur Perrault. You'll see. I am confident that they will all be ready to resume the conference.
If you say so. Allow me to take my leave, please.
Of course. You ought to get some rest. Oh, Louis, one more thing, please. I wanted to thank you for your support during the conference. You've made the right choice, and it gives me tremendous satisfaction to have you with me on this project.
Ça vaut le coup, on va perdre. Je veux dire, ça vaut le coup.
What is at stake is worth it, my lord. Now, I won't hide from you the fact that I have no idea by what miracle we could ever get.
Est-ce qu'il faut l'unanimité? Il l'avait dit.
Trust me, Louis. We still have a few more cards to play. You'll see. Anything can happen in politics.
I'll see you later, my lord.
Retournez dans votre chambre. Oh, je peux fouiller ici, sinon. Rien à fouiller. J'ai eu votre petit bureau caché, Lord Mortimer. Je pense qu'on va tomber sur d'autres personnes. C'est vrai qu'on est déjà 3 en moins. Enfin 2 et demi. On sait pas ce qui est arrivé à ma mère. Je pense qu'elle est encore vivante. Hein. Peut-être pas peut-être plus pour longtemps, mais bon. Là, non. Ah, je peux aller ici. Oh, je peux aller voir Wonder.
What do you want from me, de Richet? Get on with it. I'm busy.
Lui parler du
I
colloque.
wanted to speak to you about the conference.
Listen, you chose your side. You had every possible reason to make the right choice, but you preferred to commit yourself to Mortimer. Good luck, because it's a lost battle. The subject is closed. Anything else?
Lui parler du comportement de Pérou.
What a tragedy about Mr. Peru.
Are you joking? That bonehead had it coming to him.
Ah, je suis d'accord avec toi, le franc-maçon, pour une fois. Comment cela?
How can you say that?
Ever since I found out that footprints incriminating him were found next to Elizabeth's body, you can be sure that given the opportunity, I would have put a bullet in his mouth myself.
Les nouvelles d'Al...
As
Vas-y.
I was passing by your room, I wondered if you'd made any progress with your search for the Al-Azif.
Do you remember our little discussion last time, de Richet?
Indeed, I do.
So, please go straight to hell and stop wasting my time.
Excuse me, this is the wrong room.
Ah, Volner. Je sais même plus c'est quoi l'Azif. Ah, si, il cherchait une épée, je crois. Je ne sais plus ce que c'était. Enfin, je regarde. Ah, c'est ma chambre, ça? Ah non. Non, ce n'est pas la mienne. Ah, je pense qu'on peut rendre visite au mec. Ce serait bien. Allez, on fait un petit tour.
Your Eminence.
Ah, il y a Piaggi, j'avais pas vu en fait.
Louis, you were admirable. You didn't manage to save Peru, but whatever you do, don't blame yourself. You did your best.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
It's not going to help matters for Mortimer. Now he has one less vote for the conference.
Effectivement, coup du
What do you
Mortimer.
expect? Mortimer has chosen his supporters.
Maybe he should have chosen more carefully. I hope that Monsieur Peru's act will help you reconsider your choice, Louis. Sincerely. See where his support for Lord Mortimer got him.
Le nargué pour Godoy. Méfiez-vous de Godoy. Ah, je vais dire de se méfier de Godoy.
Godoy betrayed you. He has turned his back on you and will follow Mortimer.
What? Are you joking?
You can always join us, Your Eminence. Don't be the butt of the joke. When all your so-called allies have changed sides without warning, you'll be a laughingstock.
I don't know what you're talking about, Louis. Please excuse me, but I am tired. We shall resume our discussion later, perhaps.
As you please, Your Eminence.
Non, moi je lui lâche, ouais, Godoy il t'a trahi, il en a rien à foutre. Moi je joue sur les deux tableaux, je suis un connard. Ça c'est chez qui?
President George Washington.
Il est là au moins? Où t'es, Georgie? Ah non. Voilà. Ouais, on va jouer sur les deux tableaux. On n'est pas... Le journal des inspecteurs. Ça? Le roman du général-lieutenant de... Ah bah c'est de Sartine. C'était le ministre sous Louis XVI. Il était ministre de la Marine, pardon, Antoine de Sartine. Le roman du général-lieutenant de police compile les histoires impudiques inspirées de ses expériences personnelles qui ont heurté certaines sensibilités. Oui, Sartine était à la Marine, il me semble. J'en suis même sûr. plus comment il est mort, Sortie. C'était un bon ministre, il avait réformé la marine. T'avais pas un truc là?
A sesterce.
Un sesterce. T'as c'est qui?
Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Ouais, Piaggi était derrière. Ça c'est la mienne, non?
Huh, that's me.
C'est moi. Où sont les machines? Là, c'est... Ah tiens, Godoy. Alors Godoy, ça roule?
Monsieur de Richet, I have no time. I was about to join Sir Gregory. Come back later.
Juste à l'instant, au sujet de
I
Pérou.
wanted to talk to you a moment
I
and...
am expected. I'm sorry. We shall talk later.
Oh, on va te faire foutre, connard. Ok, ok. Je peux descendre en fait? Non, je peux pas descendre, faut pas arriver. Ça c'est Napoléon, je crois. Au Pérou?
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Ah bah non, il y a Emily.
No answer.
Pas de réponse, ok. Je vais dire à Emily que je suis jaloux. Tu m'es trompé avec Napoléon.
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte.
Oh lui il est de mon côté normalement. Enfin, j'ai l'impression que... Tous ceux qui sont de mon côté sont pas là. Non, personne. Ok. Ah.
I am sorry, sir, but you are unable to access Monsieur Peru's room while we gather his personal effects.
D'accord. La chambre de Pérou est
I
protégée.
already mentioned it yesterday. Either to you or to someone else. Impossible to tell with you people.
Yes, sir.
Your yes is not sufficient. Tell the others, for crying out loud. Remember to close my window once you've done my room. This isn't Corsica, you know. I'm freezing.
Of course, sir. I'll see to it straight away.
Good. Proceed.
Yes, sir.
Monsieur Bonaparte.
Don't feel guilty over Monsieur Peru. You did
Oh
your
putain,
best.
l'accent
We
qu'il a,
just
c'est
lost the
horrible.
vote for the next conférence.
Faut que
And
the
we
next
already
conférence.
had fewer votes than Holm. I must absolutely find a solution.
Le colloque passe à mon tour.
Yes. Yes, indeed. But I believe if Lord Mortimer is still confident, it's because he still has a few cards up his sleeve.
I hope so. I sincerely hope so. Unfortunately, that vote of Godoy you acquired is probably not going to suffice.
Well, it's still more than what you've done, isn't it?
Oh
You
bâtard.
have a short fuse, monsieur. As someone who just started a war with Spain, if I were you, I wouldn't get on my high horse so quickly. In short, we haven't a minute to lose. I'll leave you now.
Just a minute.
Qu'est-ce qu'Emily voulait la nuit du colloque?
Why did Duchess Hillsborough go and see you last night?
Ah, I see that it bothers you not to know. I've half a mind to send you on a wild goose chase. The Duchess simply came to persuade me to change sides. But rest assured, with the most honorable intentions. Now, Louis, time is running short, and as I said, I'm in a hurry. I have to go now. I will see you later.
Est-ce que je peux maintenant aller toquer à sa porte? Attends, merde, c'est celle de Napoléon, ça. Quel con. Celle de la duchesse, c'est celle-ci. Ah, on peut insister, j'avais pas vu.
Nothing.
Insister encore.
Emily, are you there? Emily!
Yes. Louis, is
Oh,
that
Fatella.
you?
Yes, let me in.
I'm sorry, Louis. I don't feel very well. I'll see you later.
Are you sure everything's all right? Are you still there?
Bah alors. Ok, j'ai cru que c'est coincé. Allez!
Emily? Emily, are you there? Emily!
Yes. Louis, is that
Ah ok,
you?
non, ils refont le truc.
Yes, let me in.
I'm sorry, Louis.
En fait, elle était là, tu
I
sais,
don't
les petites
feel very
coquines.
well.
Dis donc.
I'll see you later.
Are you sure everything's all right?
Mais oui, tout va bien, t'inquiète, ma couille.
Are you still there?
Êtes-vous là? Et moi, c'est qui que je n'ai pas vu? Sir Gregory Hall, mais il est pas ici. Je crois qu'il a son propre étage. Enfin, il est logé à l'étage. Allez, on continue. Je crois qu'on a visité tout le monde là. Là c'est qui?
Monsieur Johann
Ouais,
von Wulner.
Von Volkner, ok. Ok, bon, on va retourner dans la chambre, je pense qu'il y aura quelqu'un qui m'attend. Et il attend. Dis-lui, je t'en prie. Dis-lui, c'est important. Et il attend. En tout cas, Godoy va voir Holm. Il faut sûrement discuter stratégie.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Ça c'est chez moi, voilà. Tu écoutes Piaggi.
Next time, I'll listen to my mother. Not a day has gone by without something happening to me. What now?
Louis, open up, please.
Coming, Mr. President, I'm
C'est
coming!
Washington.
Louis. Ah, there you are at last.
Yes,
I just saw your mother. She was accompanied by Emily, and they both went into the Duchess's room. I tried to join them, but I was refused entry. Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit. Emily might want to avenge her sister. I must act quickly.
You're right, Mr. President. Thank you.
Merde, donc il faut que j'aille retrouver l'autre. Est-ce que je peux aller voir les autres maintenant, non? Ah, il y a une porte ici. Ok, donc visiblement il a retrouvé ma mère. Enfin, d'après ce qu'il dit lui.
President George Washington.
Ah, je peux rentrer ici quand il est pas là. Je pense qu'il y a rien à voir. Non, bah non. Mais elle laisse tout ouvert, tu sais, ils en ont rien à foutre. Alors, Emily. Ça, c'est là où il y a la truc. L'auto est morte. Putain, mais il est super grand en fait le machin. Lui il attend comme ça. Ouf. Hop, c'était quoi ça? Ah non, c'est juste ça, d'accord.
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte.
Ah tiens, je peux aller le voir. J'ai mis chez lui, tu sais. Allez.
I do believe that's Emily's voice. I can't understand what she's saying.
Ah, essayer de forcer la porte.
Impossible. I can't do it. There's something blocking it on the other side. I've got to find another way in.
Ah, je sais. La porte d'à côté. Ah oui, je suis con en plus, il l'a dit Bonaparte. Il a dit arrêtez de laisser ma fenêtre ouverte. C'est un indice.
I have to get inside Emily's room. Shit! It's locked.
Merde. Oula. Rejeter la serrure, on va faire le... Voilà. Ça a débloqué finesse. Vous n'avez laissé aucune trace de votre passage chez Napoléon. Ah, cool. Ah, c'est pas là, merde. Ah, attention, qui s'y trouve?
It's as if there are several people inside.
Once again, you're the one who's the victim in all this. What are you on about now? I should never have told you what happened to me.
A letter from William Pitt the Younger, addressed to Emily.
I'm not that naive.
He's the present Prime Minister of the United
Oula,
Kingdom.
merde.
Emily has
We'll end up
indeed some
losing
powerful
everything if we
backers.
keep on.
Madam, thank you for consoling the queen.
What on earth is
Oh merde.
you... Mother?
How dare you do this to me? You can talk after everything I've done for you.
Ah bah voilà.
You are joking, I hope, right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone. Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going
Louis,
to... help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason with her. I am Emily. Quit playing games. What? Honestly, don't be ridiculous. No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart. After everything we've been through together.
Yes, well...
Don't you dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I ask for nothing more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You prissy little bitch! How dare you! Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? You are joking, I hope. I'm the one who told you everything that's been going on while you were away. Go on then. That's what you want, isn't it? You want to kill me. Go on then, shoot! After all the trouble I've gone through to find you. Go on. What are you waiting for?
Putain, laquelle?
Here, Louis, take this.
Wait, what's going...
An entire life for this. Go on, shoot! Sorry, Louis, I can't shoot her. She's my sister. That's enough, Emma. Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way. I am not Emma. Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily
Putain, j'en
is.
sais rien, moi, qui c'est.
That's right, Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why do these things always happen to me?
Well, Louis, come on, you know how to tell us apart, right?
Yes, but I'd like to ask you a few questions to make sure there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis. Let's see. How can I tell them apart? Wait, I've got an idea.
Ah, ouf.
On the night of our arrival,
On va s'adresser à elle. Qui était avec nous?
who was with us on the wharf?
Cardinal Piaggi. He was with us from when we started traveling by ship. We arrived on the same boat. I already told her, Louis. Another question then. I'm the one who told you.
Right. Let's find something else. Ah, yes. Let's speak about my arrival at the
Oh
manor.
putain, je m'en rappelle plus. Comment Mortimer nous a accueillis?
On the night of our arrival, we were warming ourselves in front of the fire. Mortimer welcomed us in a certain way. What happened exactly?
Well played, Louis. Unfortunately, I'm not the one you should have asked that question to. Mortimer did not welcome us. It was Sir Gregory who welcomed us that night. Mortimer didn't show up until 2 days later. I know that as well.
Very well.
Let's try something else.
On the first night, we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll.
Nous sommes-nous parlé?
Did we get a chance to speak?
Certainly not. I was exhausted and went to bed. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Right. I don't think I'll get very far like this. I'll have to find something better.
Oh, I don't think I'll even wait until he's finished.
Take it easy now.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
Oh, c'est elle la méchante.
I'd better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Come on, she's putting one over on you. Look at yourself for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet.
On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about it? What do you want to know about that night?
Comment a-t-elle passé la Gorgogne? Alors, quelles sont ses vulnérabilités à elle? Ah bah voilà, bah je sais en fait. Vu que j'ai découvert qu'elle était immunisée à l'interrogatoire. Emma est celle derrière moi. Et Emily est devant. Elle est vulnérable à psychologie. Ah, c'est celle derrière. Bah, c'est bon, je le sais par un petit... par une petite triche, mais c'est pas grave.
We found ourselves in Mortimer's secret gallery. What did we find in that room?
A load of old junk that Mortimer had collected. A so-called Pandora's box in the form of an urn. An old sheepskin that he must take for the Golden Fleece. The Bible of Judas. Property deeds as old as the hills. And a broken old sword. You are wasting your time, Louis. She already knows all that. Of course I do. I was there. That's enough! I've had enough of this charade. Louis, there's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well. Let's talk about us.
Je vais m'adresser à celle de derrière. Qu'avons-nous fait la nuit dernière? De quoi avons-nous discuté?
Last night, you came to me in my room. What exactly did we talk about?
We spoke briefly about your choices during the conference, Louis. What do you mean? Yes, Emma. It just so happens I didn't tell you everything. I never told you about this part. I hate you!
That's enough, both of you. Now I know who the real Emily is.
C'est celle derrière moi. Emily est face à moi.
It's you, Emily.
No, Louis! She is manipulating you!
No,
Profiler.
Emma, it's her. I know it. Despite all the trouble you've gone to put one over on me, I know it.
Parce qu'en fait, j'ai eu...
That's enough now, Emma.
Ça fait un peu triche, mais bon.
You little slut! Don't think you are going to get away with this so easily. You are going to stop your little game right now. Never! I am Duchess Hills...
Putain.
No!
Emily?
I am the Duchess.
But...
You don't! Dear God, what have I done?
Non, mais elle est pas morte, elle.
What you've done! See?
Louis?
Mother!
What on earth is...
Go away! You must go. Everyone is going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess, is everything all right?
C'est
Come
Grégory, ça.
on, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
But I...
Leave us.
Emily, what's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Emily.
Madam, I am coming in.
It was bound to end like this, Louis. Let me stay with her. Please. Go. I'll cover you.
Putain, il y a un mort à chaque épisode maintenant. Ok, donc bah j'ai bien su que c'était elle, donc bon, par un peu de triche, parce que donc elle était immunisée au machin. Profiler. Vous pensez avoir identifié la rue, mais... Ouais, c'est ça. Donc Emma. Isboro... merde, elle est où cette conne? Emma. Ouais, immunisée à l'interrogatoire. Bon bah elle est morte maintenant. Il y a de plus en plus de morts, dites-nous. Ok, donc on va se barrer, on doit retourner à la crypte. Ah, je peux passer là? Ah non. Et bah ça tue, donc notre mère est bien vivante. C'est plutôt pas trop mal de le savoir. Voilà, à la fin on sera plus qu'un, il restera plus que nous. Ok, donc je sors de chez Napoléon discrètement. Ah merde.
Good God! They're all here. They must have heard the gunshot.
Where is Lord Mortimer?
Can anyone hear anything through the door?
Est-ce que je peux aller les voir?
Did you hear that? I was not dreaming, was I?
Certainly not, Duke Godoy.
What's going on?
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering. Gentlemen, go back to your rooms.
Ah bah il était là-dedans.
Go back to your rooms. I shall find out from Lord Mortimer what this is all about. Thank you.
Oh bah parfait.
My instructions are clear, sir. No one is to enter.
Par où on sort déjà? Le jardin. Non, il faut passer au premier. Bon, je vais pas faire le tour des chambres, je pense qu'on trouvera personne. Je peux sortir dehors, à votre avis? Dans celle dehors, ça?
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Coucou.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps would like to know something else?
Ça ira. Alors attends, par contre, comment on y retourne au jardin? Je peux même pas y ressortir de l'entrée. Salle des colocs. Petit salon, une salle dans laquelle se joue le destin du monde. Qu'est-ce que c'était marrant. Ok, bon, on va faire le tour. Écoutez. Attends, par où je fais ça? Par ici, voilà. Allez. Je crois que je suis pas sorti du bon côté. Ah si, ça va. Est-ce qu'il faut que je refasse l'énigme ou pas? Telle est la grande question. Je pense que non. Ah merde. Où est l'entrée? Où est l'entrée? Oh, ça se goupille pas mal, hein. Ça avance sur les chapeaux de roue. Autant l'épisode d'avant était quand même beaucoup plus politique, beaucoup plus calme. Là c'est... Baston! Putain de labyrinthe à la con. Oh non, j'étais coincé. Par ici je pense. Non, pas par là. Ok, on tourne là et on se retrouve ici. Ah bah elle est ouverte la crypte, parfait. Pas besoin de me faire chier, il y a un truc ici. Non, je peux juste m'asseoir. Ah si. C'est quoi? Clé à motif occulte de la terre, d'accord. Allez, on descend. Dans la crypte. On va peut-être nous dire un conte. LOL. Pièce de collection.
Louis!
Oh,
At
me
last,
fait peur
there
cette
you
conne.
are.
Mother, wait,
Come, we have to be quick.
No, wait, Mother,
Time is running out, Louis. First, we must...
No! That's enough. I won't go a step further unless you explain to me what is going on here. I'm begging you. Talk to me.
You must trust me, my son. You are not ready yet.
You're the one who should trust me. Tell me what's happening.
You would never believe me.
I came all the way here for you. Now I've found you. I'm ready, Mother.
If only...
Louis, I have always taught you to keep your mind open and rational.
Yes.
I know you are going to find this hard to believe, but what I am going to reveal to you is entirely true.
Many years ago, I found out that demons really do live among us.
Bravo.
I beg your pardon?
And that they can influence our thoughts.
Mother,
Ouais, Lord Mortimer.
listen to yourself. I know you're exhausted, but for crying out loud, listen to what you're saying. Demons? What next?
Pourquoi ils écrivent ça
An
comme ça,
ancient
démons,
monster
c'est
with a
des
head like an
moines?
octopus? What do your demons look like? Have they got horns and a pointed tail?
No, these are not creatures with billy goat's legs. Forget your Christian folklore. Imagine them more as parasitic spirits. They possess their hosts and direct them from inside.
Parasitic spirits?
Yes, they are capable
The
of
sea.
going from one body to another as they see fit. And 2 of them are present on this island.
Right.
Oh.
So let me guess.
Mortimer et Holm. Sûr.
Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory, right?
You felt it too?
No, even if Home does look the part. But I don't know who else could do it, given that we're on their territory.
Many years ago, well before you were born, I crossed paths with one of them. Since then, I've spent my life trying to find it again. When we recovered the Alizif, I was persuaded that von Burchard was working for this demon in one way or another. But I thought he would hand the book to a middleman during this conference. That's where I made an error that could well turn out to be fatal. The one who Burchard was meant to give the book to was none other than the demon in person, Mortimer. Not to mention that Home had sent Volner to get it for him.
Home and Mortimer are demons?
They both seem to disagree about many things, but I'll admit I never knew exactly why. There are many of them, Louis, not just those 2.
Mother, have you any proof to support any of this?
But you do too. You had everything laid out in front of you. Didn't you notice anything?
N'entre pas dans ces délires, non.
Mother, I shan't follow you down that path. I wouldn't be doing you any favors.
Rational and open, Louis. Tell me then, how can anyone own properties all over
Ouais,
the
c'est
world
vrai.
for centuries,
On l'avait trouvé
always
donc
having
avec
signed
la
documents
duchesse.
with the same signature?
Well, I can find 10 other explanations less eccentric than demonic
Désolé, je
possession.
ne serai pas ton Mulder,
How
je
come
reste
the
Scully.
Mortimers have had only one male heir for each generation since the Third Crusade?
Forgery, family rights, where they get rid of the daughter. There are dozens of less extravagant possibilities.
How could one man motivate so many future leading figures of the day on his silly island
Oui, c'est vrai.
without anyone finding out about it? Even the Golden Order isn't capable of that.
Well, he's simply better than us, and he's welcome to it.
You refuse to open your eyes, Louis.
Désolé
You've
Mulder,
lost your objectivity,
elle
Mother.
refuse to
I
believe.
saw him.
What do you mean you saw him?
I was 20 years old. I was young and carefree. I traveled the world in search of adventure. In the Persian Gulf, we came across an ancient grimoire that became unlocked. Composed of 7 parts, each one was a book in itself, set in a sort of metal armor that structured the whole thing. When all the volumes were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I set to studying these pages. I spent all my days and nights studying them.
Oh, I can imagine you doing that.
But the writing was in a language I had never seen before, developed well before Sumerian in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the major names in the occult world to see if anyone else could crack it.
And you found no one.
And I found someone, Louis. I found him, or rather he found me. He was young, charismatic, he was flamboyant.
Mortimer?
You mean Mortimer?
He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages. He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he only translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too late.
How so?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole the book with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. But before disappearing, he proposed a pact between us. He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up.
Merde, elle a cédé.
And you accepted?
Please don't be stupid.
Ah, merde.
You don't make deals with the devil. After that, I spent my whole life looking for him. 3 years later, in Berlin, I just missed him. In London, I lost 6 members of the order in a chase. In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics who had crossed paths with him once. 1741, in Poland. 1749, in India.
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis.
Insistez. Moi j'insiste.
You agreed, and that was before you spoke to me about demons. Wait, the baby we delivered, you and me, that night in Venice, did he have anything to do with Lord Mortimer?
The child was his son.
We stole his son? Are you insane? I always thought we took him to save him.
That was the case. It was precisely to save him from his father.
Need I remind you the mother died during childbirth? What became of the child?
Later. For the moment, that is not the key issue here. Once we found the Al-Azif in Paris, I followed von Borchart's trail here. I didn't think it would lead me straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days, until I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention of letting me leave. We are all his pawns, Louis, and if we don't want to spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles here, we must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute, one last thing.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé avec Elisabeth? Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé avec Emma? Avez-vous négocié à l'Alzif avec Molner? Pourquoi ces canons pour Bonaparte? Que s'est-il passé avec Emma?
I want to know what happened between you and Emily's sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
Dites-moi tout.
Mother, I won't take a step further if you don't answer me.
You dare blackmail me?
I'm listening.
All right, I used her. So there you are, happy now.
Ah là là.
We had the Al-Azif, and I didn't think we would be able to escape with it. In order to ensure that the book did not fall into their hands, or that one of them couldn't read in us where we had hidden it, I asked Emily to...
It's Emma.
Yes, or rather for me, it was Emily. So I asked Emma to hide it without anyone seeing, and then I disposed of her. I am sorry for her, but she was part of the Golden Order, Louis. She knew the rules when she joined.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé avec Elisabeth?
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
Je dois savoir.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to know.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters. I met her parents when she was born. One of the demons got inside her.
Okay,
the
celle qui est
demon
morte au tout
used
début.
her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers and vice president of the United States, you know.
Mortimer possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep. In spite of the various treatments I tried on her, I never succeeded in getting it out of her. It's not something I'm proud of, Louis, but I had to try everything.
Qui l'a tué?
Do you know who killed her?
Absolutely not.
Et oui, négocier à l'Azif avec
What did you
Volner.
negotiate about the Al-Azif with Volner?
Absolutely nothing. I managed to pull the wool over his eyes until I found a way to flee.
Pourquoi les canons pour Bonaparte?
What was going on with the cannons in Tuscany?
It was nothing.
Nous parlons d'une guerre là.
Since when does the Order finance wars?
The cannons for that Bonaparte fellow? Listen, once in the lion's den, I did whatever I could to appear legitimate. So yes, I pretended to be interested in Mortimer's project about a young military man who was seeking funding for a foundry in Tuscany. Between you and me, if buying China would have enabled me to escape, I would have signed without hesitation.
Autre. J'ai trouvé votre lettre sur les quais.
Samuel Ritter du Choix. You wanted to send me a letter about Godoy.
I wanted you to run a check on Duke Manuel. But frankly, it doesn't really matter anymore now. Godoy is just a pawn like the others. He is not the one I was looking for.
La lettre de Piaggi.
On the evening of my arrival, Cardinal Piaggi came looking for you. He was determined to give you a letter.
More of his lists. Louis, I think I know what's in that letter, and I beseech you to believe that it is the least of our worries. We can sort that out later.
Votre main.
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that, I shall show you.
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that, I shall show you.
Eh ben, elle me montre pas.
Good. I think that's about right. We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Great actions for humanity have been decided by demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He wants the United States to occupy all the North American territory. France should recover Louisiana and give it to the United States. In that case, the Americans would just have to push west to chase the Spanish from the continent once and for all.
And as Mortimer controls Washington, you may just as well say that it will put him at the head of a world superpower. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
Alors, t'es pas d'accord avec le plan de Lord
Are you
Mortimer?
going to tell me why we're here?
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
There. That's why we are here.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Bethesda, Bethléem, Nazareth. Un truc pour remonter le temps. Alors j'ai découvert que le cardinal Piaggi ne s'est pas laissé perturber par les événements. J'ai réussi à passer par la chambre de Napoléon sans laisser de traces, j'ai protégé l'une des deux jumelles d'Isboro. Je suis allé voir l'attroupement dans la chambre de Lady Isboro. J'aurais pu être témoin dans la résolution de Napoléon Bonaparte. J'aurais pu apprendre quelque chose de Al-Azif. Sur Al-Azif, pardon. D'accord, et ben un épisode très sympathique, ça avance, ça avance. Et... il y a 4 points d'effort. Le passage niveau 3 vous rend 3 points d'effort, d'accord. Donc quoi je vais les mettre? Allez, occultisme. Écoutez, on verra la suite la prochaine fois. Salut!